So guys, Wednesday morning, back up on the keyhole. It's not Wednesday morning, that's a lie. It's Tuesday morning. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, back up on the keyhole to see how the boys are getting on. They've been topping out some of the side trees, trimming up the stuff they can reach without the Mewp. I'm absolutely blowing, sorry, this hill's mad. So yeah, Mewp in tomorrow to start all the trimming work. Be nice, and then we'll start winching down the hill Thursday morning probably. Take that steady. It's a little bit wet underfoot, but for November it's fairly dry. I'm gonna go from here and go and find Paul, see how he's getting on. Got some timber stacks to measure. Yeah, going well. Autumn is definitely here, but the rain is staying away. I'm basically stood, this is the viewpoint on the North Downs Way, if you ever want to come and see it. We're right up the top here. Truck's on the middle level and the boys are right down on the bottom road doing the reduction works. You can see the big beech reduction we did the other week. And then it is just a big old hedge trim for the next 3 days. Get it sharpened up, get it looking good. I'll try and take you down the bottom with the binos and see if I can get a shot through the binoculars so you can see what it looks like from down there. Yeah, I know, I keep saying it, this is one of my favourite projects we have. It's kind of eighth or 9th year I think we've done this. Every year I love it. Absolute treat to be up here doing this. Great historical monument. It's not a monument, it's a little bit, great bit of history, something different. See the estate house down the bottom there, cracking views. So this isn't just an annual project, this is kind of future proofing for the next generation that's going to carry it on. So we're always putting new whips in, new beech trees here, new beech trees here. We're going to put some more in underneath this big old veteran. Now we've got a bit of light in here because obviously trees don't last forever. Some of the trees on the side of the hill down here are starting to get basal decay. So as you can see, there's a secondary line behind them. And then further down the hill, we've started kind of filling in gaps with some new trees to try and push them back through. So if the worst does happen and any of these trees fail, we've got something else to fill the gaps. Yes, thinking about years to come on this. It's not just a job this year and then we're out of there. This is looking after this for the next generation to come through and keep it going. So this is the reason we reduced this big veteran, because we've got cano brackets all over it. It's there. We had some around the base last season, but they've gone. These massive buttress roots. But yeah, there's signs of brackets and signs of rock pockets. We've got cable bracing up in here to try and support these two big limbs. Just trying to keep the old girl going as long as we can. Wednesday morning, we are unloading, and Nave has got a track all the way up to where that silver truck is. We're just unloading on the road. Gonna get him in the field, get the mog, turn round down the bottom of the lane. Yeah, nice old track all the way around the headland, up to the brow of the hill. Little Letty keeping me company in here today. Wednesday afternoon and we are at the side of the road. The old girls split a coolant pipe. Got this 1/2 inch pipe there. Oh, split out. Just waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Drop that off, fit it, get going home. So I'm back up with the boys. It's Thursday morning. Just had a chip lorry load in the yard and shot up there to make sure the boys are all right winching. We managed to get home last night. We bodged that coolant pipe on the mog just to get us back to the yard. I'm going to fit a new one today. Make sure we stocked up the coolant. That's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, everything else is good. Weather holding out. Boys cracking on. The Epping teams are going well. Hopefully another block wrapped up by the end of this week. And timber is moving. We've got Dragon back in a harvester. I'll shoot over and find them in a bit. Yeah, Thursday morning, nothing to report. Let's go. Going again, Gabe. Stop, handbrake on. PTO engaged. You can start setting up. So this is today's setup. Starting with the nav. The nav is anchored 2 steps, a brand new ratchet straps through the back end to the trees. The winch then comes out the front of the nav. It's all built in here. Onto the back of the picker through the tow bar. You've then just seen Taylor moving our fall arrest system. So this is in case the winch fails, it slips. It's just an extra point of contact for the machine to keep us safe. And that is our day today. We're just going to slowly move our way down, reset, trim this, move down again. Simple, straightforward, but safety is key. Move number 4, I think it was 4 or 5, and that is winch maxed out. So we always make sure we leave a good full drum wrap so we get no line slip. Boys are getting legs down. These sides are looking crisp. You can see the stick out the new growth to bits that trimmed. So yeah, T's probably just under halfway down. We'll wind this winch all the way back in after this one, move the nav down to here, and then go again. It's a bit of a slow, dull old day. Obviously we've only got one in the picker that can cut, but there's also two of us here just making sure the moves go well and we don't miss anything. So yeah, a bit boring for us, but it's better to have more hands there than not enough and something go wrong. So that's us moved. Sorry, it's hard to film that procedure because we've all got a job to get done, but we've come down the hill now, reset, winch is back on, Taylor's set for his next pick, so they're going to do that. We're getting there, slowly getting there. You can't really tell how steep this is either off this video. Let's see if I can capture how steep it is. 2 seconds. So I mean, this is phone fairly level. It doesn't really look that bad, but the bottom bit gets a bit steeper. You definitely wouldn't want to be slewing out the side on the Mewp with this. Literally just straight up and down, in line with the slope. This is the line from behind, so we've been working on this for the last couple of years, just topping them back out because they've been let go a bit. You can see the size of some of the cuts up here. And then we chased the row behind back in this year. Taylor's reduced the top to them. Yeah, quite a unique thing to have on your estate, eh? So I'm now down the bottom. This is a set of footpath steps that runs through. This is shorter, all cut off steps. And then this is the bottom road. And then the boys are working up in here. Yeah, if you get down, you can kind of see it curving up. We're just working our way down through the middle, get it all trimmed up. I just got down right into the bottom corner. This goes right the way down into a point down there. So Cal he's cut a rack in. There's a road up over the sides, cut a rack in down there. He's just now making his way through the bottom of this bit to give him a bottom rack, and then we come up and down in strips all the way back up. Yeah, it's a fair bit of timber on the deck in here, which is nice. Just keeping on. Oh, careful, big cut. Huge timber. We've been lacking a bit of harvester content, so you can have your harvester update now. Stay down here while he gets a bit processed. leave cow to it. It's cracking on well. I've got a mission back uphill to find my truck again. Going to shoot across the other side of the estate, find where Paul is. So we are going to start chipping Monday, hopefully. Chipping Bert is going to be back. We've got a load of brash out roadside, so we're just going to start pootling through that. Running that back to the yard and the mog and the trailer. So it'd be nice to start clearing some of that up for sure. Still loads of ash in here. I'm just walking back up the rack. All this stuff behind me, got a bit of sycamore, a bit of ash. I think they might be leaving that until we've got banksman on the road. Little lane parked out there. Cool, I'm gonna stop filming now because I'm blowing. It's getting on well. Timber stacks and brash stacks, all up that edge. Just tucked up down here. Let's see how he's getting on. Forward is still getting about without tracks on, which is nice. We're not making too much of a mess, just pootling our way around, picking up timber. This is the sort of stuff that baffles me. How has this metal post made it in to the woodland? You've got one there and then one through there. Just randomly growing up by the side of a tree. There's a parkland. That's woodland. I wonder what that once was. It's the kind of thing that absolutely ruins the chainsaw bar on the harvester head. You go through that and don't see that from the cab. That is game over. Nice, pool's all good. Cracking on. We're going to get this block finished and then move back up to the top where we started to finish getting the brash out for the chipper. Just while the weather's nice. Makes sense while we're on this bank. Get it all out. There is shed loads of timber everywhere. It's mad how much kind of builds up to. But it's good. Cracking on. Heading back to the yard. That's the view from down the bottom. Straight down the centre of the drive. Let's see how good iPhone zoom is. You can, if you look closely, see Taylor up in the basket in the middle of that. Start to make nice shape. They're probably about halfway down the hill at the moment. Top of the roof probably needs a bit more of a curve over. I'm going to try and round that a bit. But we'll do the first pass and then go back over it tomorrow, I think. And just up where his basket is now, we've got a bulge. You see that as you look down. We're just going to try and straighten that out. And then yeah, the rest of this is looking all right. Just up where his basket is now, we've got a bulge. You see that as you look down. We're just going to try and straighten that out. And then yeah, the rest of this is looking all right. Just use the door to hold the binos steady. You shake your hands, you're not going to see. This is how we check it. Check it looks tight. We think there's a bit on the top right hand corner that we need to go and find. Just to tighten that up. Just shoot back up and have a look. So that is a wrap for keyhole 2025. We are done. We've just got a couple of little straggly bits up there. Final cut's done. Looking sharp. Perfect. It's just after midday, so we're going to go back to the yard, get these trucks washed down and cleaned out because they're filthy after spending the week in here. And then that'll be the Friday wrap up. So that is it, guys. Friday wrap. Just coming up to 4 o'clock. We're just waiting for the last couple of teams to come back in. We're going to lock up and head home for the weekend. I think you'll probably be seeing this Monday as Ben's not in. So, I hope you had a good weekend. We'll catch you in the next one.